Warriors have had their moments this year. They've had some ups. They've had some downs. Was this the real Warriors we saw last night?
Well, last night, even for the Warriors, that was an aberration. 10 threes, 51 points in a quarter. But what they showed was, look, when we come close to our ceiling, nobody stands a chance.
Zero.
I disagree, Skip, what you said last night. They are not vulnerable to anybody else. If the only team that can beat them are themselves.
Well, that's true.
If it's ego, if there's infighting, if there's an injury, that's the only thing that can stop this team. And the scariest thing is this. Draymond isn't shooting the ball well. 24% from three, which is his worst since his rookie year. Wow. If he's a threat from three, because that's what you do defensively against him. You leave him alone and try to focus on everybody else. If he starts hitting that three at a decent clip, it's really over. And then Friday, they get back DeMarcus Cousins against the Clippers. And
here in LA.
Right. Yeah. I've always admitted he's got great talent. I haven't been a fan of his game. I haven't thought he's played winning basketball. But I don't think he's going to be able to screw it up. It's either going to work terrifically, or I don't think he'll go in there with a bad attitude or anything, but if he did, or if it didn't work, they could just cut him. It's not like they need him. But here's what he brings. He's a very good three-point shooter for his size. He is a very good passer.
Very good.
He can post. You mentioned rebounding. Their offense, they got the three-pointers obviously on lock. They got the mid-range with Clay and Durant on lock. They drive to the basket, penetrate, and score. They get backdoor cuts and layups. The one thing they don't have is the great post player. And now you bring in Cousins for that. I mean, if it works, if he fits in swimmingly, then it is really a wrap.
Look, this is what we know about the Warriors. If they play their best and any other team in the NBA play their best, they get swept. It's that simple. Now, like you said.
Even LeBron's team?
Skip. Now, they're not going to shoot 10 threes in the first quarter. They're not going to set an NBA record, 51 points in the first quarter. That's an anomaly. But look at what they did. I mean, Steph, Clay, and KD, they made 18 threes. What am I supposed to do with that? What you supposed to do with that? Huh? How?
Defend it.
Yo, good. When the man shooting from Grand Junction or Pueblo, you gonna guard that, huh? Well, keep guarding him. Okay, he takes the ball half court. You guard it. You picking him up at half court. Good luck with that. Skip, look, there's nothing you can do with that. This is an anomaly, but it just goes to show you they're not vulnerable. They played their best. Draymond had 4 points. He's plus 41 with 4 points.
You know why? Because he had 13 assists.
Yep.
Yeah, when they shoot the ball like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Clay played 25 minutes and had 31 points. Steph played less than 30 minutes. He had 31 points. KD played less than 30 minutes. He had 27 points. I believe if you look at them, they got 3 of the top 5 shooters or 3 of the top 6 shooters, at least 1 through 5. At least, I would say Steph is the greatest. Now, Clay is in the top 5.
No question.
I believe KD, he's 5 or 6. So you got 3 of the best shooters in the history of the game on one team in their prime. And somebody's supposed to dethrone that. How?
Who's the best player on the planet, you tell me?
You keep telling me best player, best of these 3 guys players. You see, you ain't got no answers on mine. I'm just singular. But you got all these plurals on yours.
What is LeBron James? Greatest driver of the basketball ever. Greatest attacker of the basket ever. Unstoppable when he just puts his head down and goes to the basket. I've never seen anything like it. And you can put him on the free throw line, and he's not great from the free throw line, but it's just impossible, even in his 16th season, to keep him from the rim.
Right.
Because even in those first, 20-odd games, he was still just unstoppable. He looks good. His body looks good. If he gets the groin right, he'll still be unstoppable at the rim. They don't have anybody who can do that on a regular basis. So this team
he can't drive the ball every time.
Okay, but this team still does
live. Stop him?
No, they don't have a driver like that. They don't have, because listen, you know and I know there are nights when that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It goes the opposite way, where it's contagious bad, where Steph misses his first 2, then Clay misses his first 3, and then Kevin misses his next 4. And I saw it at Utah one night, a month ago, where they just couldn't buy a basket. They live and they die, not just from 3, to your point, because they do shoot 2-point jump shots, but they live and die on the outside shot. And I'm not going to give this up because I still say deep down it's a troubled team because I don't think Kevin and Draymond will ever quite get over that. I just don't. Can they work around it? Can they coexist? Yeah, most nights. But there were times early this year, you remember, they got blown out at home by Milwaukee and Oklahoma City and Toronto, and the Los Angeles Lakers blew them off their home floor. Not even close. Wipeouts, 20-point games. Well, it's that same team that did that last night. They got challenged last night because all of a sudden Denver was ahead of them in the standings. So they go in there and say, yeah, let's show them something. Watch this. And they showed the whole NBA world, we are capable of that. Okay, now you're going to try to blend in DeMarcus Cousins. I love DeMarcus Cousins. I said on the old show before that draft, I'm taking DeMarcus Cousins over John Wall. And everybody went crazy. You're out of your mind. I'm not out of my mind. I'd still take him over John Wall. As much as John Wall has impressed me, he figured out how to shoot the ball a little bit. He
ain't Boogie Cousins, though.
He's not.
They're both similar. They both, neither one of them's won big.
Okay, they have not won big. Right. But on, I'll take 7 feet of that kind of talent because he can pass the basketball.
Right.
He knows how to play their style if he can do it. What he doesn't do yet, he doesn't defend. So can you put him in pick and rolls? Can you get him on skates? Yeah, you probably can. So it won't be the smoothest transition to try to figure out how to play with DeMarcus. So they'll go through another period of upheaval. Can we make this work? And to your point, if it doesn't, they'll just say, okay, because Kevon Looney last night had his best game. That was his career high, 12 rebounds. So can they get away with a Looney, right?
Yeah, Boogie with a bum leg is better than Looney. But you got no chance to beat the Warriors. If you let them hit threes like this.
Okay, but they don't always do that.
But you can't let them out-rebound you by 14.
No, okay.
So you get them second opportunity.
They just shell-shocked Denver. They just blew them off their floor. 51 points?
Well, talking to people in the league, to your point, they're going to attack Cousins.
Yeah.
And now you got 2 people to attack defensively, Steph and Cousins, right? To get them, you want to try to get them in pick and roll. So that could work against them. But you said it. They were motivated last night.
They were.
Those blowouts early in the season, I think some of it probably had to do with the Draymond, KD mix-up. But some of it was just lack of motivation. And they battled with that last year. Like the regular 82 games when we know it's all about May and June. Every night come playoff time, they're going to be motivated. And so...
Especially if they get the Lakers in the first round.
That's the truth.
They ain't gonna get played.
That's who the Lakers need to avoid. Anybody else? I'm with you, Skip. Anybody else? You're not scared.
Yeah, they're not scared.
Right. Hey, you could finish second.
As deep as the West is, the Lakers with LeBron, they can play with these other teams because I already saw them do it. I saw it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, the Nuggets were shell shocked. They were like, oh, they ain't gonna miss, and then they missed the shot, and then the Golden State go grab the rebound. But I mean, come on, man. What you gonna do with this? You shoot 54% from 3, Skip.
Did you see who made 7 of 7 in the first quarter? That 7-foot monster did. Kevin Durant, the best player on the planet, made 7 of 7.
I mean, Clay.
7 of 7?
I mean,
what are you gonna
Clay
do with
5
that?
and 8. Steph
LeShannon.
He was wide open.
Let's just think about it. What you call him just hit 11 threes the other night. Steph, he just hit 11 threes. Now he comes back, follow that up. He was off last night, only hit 8. What you gonna do with that?
But we keep seeing these aberration nights where Clay against the Bulls that night in Chicago. I mean, that's just insane. Like,
it's crazy.
Okay.
Well, they don't really have their occurrences like James Harden. They don't normally go 1 for 17 from the 3-point line. They might shoot some clunkers, but they don't do 1 for 17.
Yeah. Well,
the Warriors agree with you, Skip. The altitude, no big deal for them.
No big deal.
It's not going to affect them. Definitely not
I didn't see any Warrior winded last
No one was winded.
I didn't see anybody wave out.
Well, you just walk up the court and shoot the ball.
None of them played 30 minutes except Draymond.
That's a good point. You can spread it out. Good to have you, Chris. Always. So what?